Welcome to A View to a Grill. I'm Johnny. Today we're going to do a grilled cilantro and lime sirloin steak on the Weber kettle. Now let's jump right into the marinade. Now my absolute favorite beef fajita seasoning is this Fiesta brand fajita seasoning. And just in case you don't have this in your local grocery store, I'll drop a link below. We're going to need 2 tablespoons of fajita seasoning, 1 teaspoon of cumin or comino, a half a cup of lime juice, 1/4 cup of soy sauce, a 1/4 cup of olive oil, and over here I have 3 sirloin steaks and a bunch of cilantro. We'll need 1 large Ziploc baggie, and then in no particular order, we're going to get all of those ingredients into the bag. Once we have them in the bag, I'll just spin that bag around and shake vigorously until all the ingredients come together. When I was done, I had a marinade that looked like this. Now I'll get the cilantro in and follow that up with the sirloin steaks. I'll kind of massage all the steaks around in the bag just to make sure that they're all completely covered. And then, while slowly squeezing the air out of the bag, I'll slowly close the zipper on the Ziploc. When I was done, I had a bag of marinating steaks that look like this. Now I'll get that into the refrigerator where it will marinate overnight. Now it's the next day, and the first thing we're going to do is a little grill maintenance. I like to clean my grill while it's cold using the CitraSafe grill cleaner. All we're trying to do is get the stuff you grilled on last week off of the grates. I'll get that sprayed down, let it sit a minute, then I'll scrub it down. Last, I'll use a cotton cloth and wipe all that mess away. Now you can see that I have some leftover charcoal in my slow and sear from the last cook. One thing I like about my slow and sear is that it makes it easy to reuse your old charcoal. All you have to do is pick it up, shake it around. All the ash will fall out through the bottom grates, and any charcoal that's too small to use will also fall out through the bottom grates. After you've shaken it around for a little bit, you'll have some good reusable charcoal like this. Now it's time to start our fire. Today I'll be using the Superior brand of fire cup. You can see here that I have it propped up on a little chunk of wood, and that's just to keep it out of the wind. And it's going to take 15 to 20 minutes before this charcoal is ready to use. Once you see the edges of the charcoal start to ash over, that's your cue to get it into your Weber kettle. Another thing I like about my slow and sear is that it instantly sets up your 2-zone cooking. And just in case I got any of the ash on my grates, I'll go ahead and wipe that off and get the lid on. I'll make sure that both of my vents are wide open, and we're just going to let everything preheat for about 5 minutes. And 5 minutes later, it's time to get the steaks on. We'll get the lid open, and here you can see that the flames are just flickering right above the grill grates. Now I'm putting these steaks on the cool side, not because that's where we're going to start the cook. I just want to be able to let them drip for a minute and remove any of the cilantro that might be stuck to the steaks. Now I'll get them on the hot side of the grill. And here's a good shot. You can see those flames literally kissing the bottom of those steaks, and it's exactly what we want. We're gonna let them go for about 1.5 to 2 minutes and then give them a 1/4 turn. After another 1.5 or 2 minutes, we'll go ahead and give them a flip. And here you can see that one of the steaks did not get as much color as the other steaks. This is a good time to kind of rearrange your steaks, putting the one with the least amount of color over the hottest spot and vice versa, just so that we can get the same amount of color or as close to it as we can on each of the steaks. So we'll go about 1.5 minutes on that side and then give them a 1/4 turn. Now I'm not trying to get like perfect grill marks on these. That's not why I'm doing the 1/4 turn. I just like the flame underneath to hit the steak in a different spot. Now at this point, your steaks may possibly be ready according to whatever temperature you like. So you may or may not have to finish cooking these on the cool side of the grill. If they're a temperature that you like, right now would be a good time to take them off. If you need them to cook a little more, like I do, then you'll move them to the cool side of the grill. For me, I'm letting them go for literally 1 minute. Now, a minute later, I'm going to open the lid and remove these from the grill. If you want to see how hot it gets under the thermometer right above the slow and sear, the slow and sear really does produce a lot of heat. And now it's time to taste the results from all of our hard work. Just looking at these steaks on the plate, they look pretty amazing. I can't wait to get into it. I'm gonna cut these up into thin slices and take a look at this. Now that gray ring you see around it is from the marinade. These marinated overnight, and that citrus will do this to your steak. And you can see in the middle, it has a nice medium color to it. And for me, for a sirloin steak, this is just the way I like them. Now, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, go ahead, do that now. Thank you for watching A View to a Grill. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, y'all.